Hello everyone! Today, I want to clear up some common misconceptions about NEXZ. Many people assume they are limited to being a J-pop group and avoid getting into them for that reason. I am here to explain their position in the K-pop and J-pop scene. To begin with, when NEXZ was formed through the survival show Niziproject Season 2, it was announced that they would be a global group.
Niziproject シーズン2を通じて誕生したグローバルボーイズグループのメンバーをご紹介しましょう。ともや、はる、ゆうき、けん、ゆう、ゆうひ、そしてせいた。本当におめでとうございます。
But what exactly does it mean to be a global group? If you've seen JYP talk about his company's latest strategy back in 2018, he explains the concept of globalization by localization. Essentially, JYP prefers to form groups that are deeply rooted in specific regions, rather than creating mixed nationality groups. This approach makes them more relatable and appealing to local markets while still having the potential to reach a global audience. After all, even just one foreign member can help the group gain significant recognition in the country they come from. Take GOT7 as an example. Thanks to their Thai member Bam Bam, they achieved huge popularity in Thailand. So far, we've seen groups like Boy Story, NEXZ, and Vicha follow this same strategy. And when it comes to positioning these groups under the JYP labels, I see people struggle a lot. I would like to show you which group belongs to which label. If you look at it closely, you'll notice that NEXZ and NEXZ are in one label, while Vicha is in Stride. There's also another list circulating around, but it's not entirely accurate. Twice member Geo confirmed that Vicha belongs to Stride, formerly known as Division 3, and NEXZ has repeatedly stated that they belong to one label.
One label. 감사합니다.
JYP Japan and Sony Music only step in when any of the JYP groups have a schedule in Japan. And since NEXZ has been more active in K-pop due to their global title, their main team has been one label. You might wonder why NEXZ focuses more on Korea while NEXZ is active in Japan, despite both being under same label and from the same survival show. The answer lies in their debut strategies and the different routes that each group is taking in the global music scene. NEXZ made their debut with a Korean song called Ride the Vibe. This showed their intent to be a global group active in both K-pop and J-pop. Even so, many people haven't understood this message. A large part of this confusion comes from the tremendous success of NEXZ in Japan, and here's why. Like NEXZ, NEXZ was created with global aspirations, but their debut unfolded under very different circumstances. Their survival show, Niziproject Season 1, broadcast during the pandemic and quickly became a phenomenon in Japan. However, despite Japan being the second largest music market in the world, Japanese groups have historically struggled to make a significant global impact. This is largely due to the Japanese market's intense focus on domestic content, which can create barriers to international success. NEXZ's overwhelming success in Japan, while impressive, made it more challenging for them to break out internationally. To avoid the same fate for NEXZ, JYP Entertainment took an alternative approach. Rather than first debuting them in Japan, NEXZ debuted in Korea. This strategic move was designed to position the group within the K-pop landscape, which has a more established global presence. The goal was to ensure NEXZ could expand internationally without being confined to just one market like NEXZ. Now, let's take a look at NEXZ's lineup, particularly the role of their fully Korean member, Sogan. Sogan, who grew up in Tokyo, was a strategic addition to the survival show. By including him, JYP planned for the upcoming boy group NEXZ to have a strong Korean presence, which is crucial for their K-pop activities. Thankfully, with his natural star power and dedication to improvement, Sogan secured his rightful spot in the group. His inclusion not only strengthened the group's appeal in the Korean music scene, but also reinforced their ability to bridge the Korean and Japanese markets. In a way, we can compare JYP's company-in-company strategy to HYBE label's overall approach. For example, Boy Next Door, which debuted in 2023, and To Us, which debuted in 2024, are both under the HYBE umbrella, but they operate under different labels. So far, both groups have been quite successful on the K-pop scene since there is no barrier to having multiple active groups within one company. To summarize, while NEXZ may appear to focus on Japan initially, their broader vision is clear. They are not just a J-pop group, but a global one with aspirations in both the Korean and Japanese markets. Understanding this dual identity helps clear up the confusion surrounding their debut and sets the stage for their future success in both industries. The whole purpose of this video was to ensure that people don't invalidate NEXZ's hard work just because they are Japanese. They moved to Korea, learned the Korean language, debuted in Korea with music in Korean, and recently made their first comeback with an album in Korean. They are continually improving their Korean skills and still taking lessons despite already being fluent. They are also dedicated to improving their English in order to connect with fans from around the world. On top of all of that, they are currently writing more of their own music. For example, the members are credited as the songwriters for their song Next Generation on their latest Korean album. They're serious about their long-term goal as a self-made global group, and they're steadily working towards achieving it.
약간 처음에 너무 웃겼는데
웃겨한다.
미래가 보여 밝은 미래가 보여 이런 그러면 좀 많이 있었어. 거기서 이제 좋은 걸 골랐습니다.
So, if any of you watching this have doubts about standing NEXZ for being a fully J-pop group with limited content, please don't be afraid. As their international fans, we've been very spoiled since their debut, and we'd love to welcome you to the fandom. Let's support these talented, hardworking, and genuinely nice kids on their journey.
무슨 말?
나? 넥스트 사랑한다고.
괜찮네.
하시고. 알겠습니다. 다음은? 야, 넥스트 사랑한다고. 넥스트 사랑해.
너무 내 얘기인 거 아니야?